we trace Juliet's character development in 6 images.
So we pick 3 separate scenes and recreate a visual depiction of those 3 scenes.
And so when we're reading a play, specifically Shakespeare, we're supposed to be watching it performed and listening to it. And it's one thing, you've got a class full of students reading it together, but they're all just looking at the words. They're not thinking about how it's enacted and how to make it come alive.
Because with a visual depiction, you can actually see how this person looks like, whereas in the text, you would have to interpret.
Since it's English, it's usually like, you're right, write a response to this, or come up with an essay.
Right, essays.
I'm really happy with this assessment because it's good to put them in the position where they're making the creative decisions sometimes. They were making really well-informed technical decisions, and at the same time, at least the questions they were asking me showed that they were looking in great depth to the text.
Like the first 3 would show her innocence and like her purity, and then the last 3 would be how she kind of changed into like a rebellious scene.
Romeo and Juliet, it's separate, like in one image, but also like reflecting.
To portray Juliet's death, like for example, we made her black and white, and black and white means that she's going to die and foreshadow something.
Actively engage their imagination and become more kinesthetically involved with learning English, so that it's not just words on a page, but it's these words that we can create an actual photograph of.
We describe the sound using the picture. We can use like the color, and like, did we recite it with anger, or did we recite it with like wonder in her voice?
Portray that scene in a photograph without actually like getting a whole set for that scene.
Kids who I expected to be more middle of the pack have really risen, and I've been very pleased with that. I have a couple really keen enthusiasts of photography, and so I think they've really enjoyed the chance to show off some of those skills that they have.
On the background, if there's something modern, we need to Photoshop it out and erase it from the background.
I feel like maybe what we wanted deep down was to make them do something with video, but it would have taken months to get them to create something as high quality as what they were able to create in much less time with doing still images, but then putting them together dynamically.
The images then put into an iMovie where we could put sound and like voiceover.
So when I can take a picture, I know I find it easier to include what I have to.
It's more interesting for people to watch, and it's a more interesting project for students to do.
If you're from a background where your parents or grandparents might not speak English, they can't read the essays probably. When my dad and my mom watched it, they were saying it's really interesting.
I think that this is an assignment that I might be able to incorporate into my higher level, like my IB courses, and not just the 9th grade. It spans a lot of different content and skills that we look to develop.
And lets them connect this, old play, from the 1600 to our conditions in an urban society today.